Here we are on day 6 of the 45-day loft conversion challenge. So today most of the work has been focused on the roof structure. So here we are at the front section of the property. As you can see, this has now been felt and battened. So the guys have put felt across the structure that you saw previously, which was the timbers with the gaps between them. So here you can see that's all been pinned across, and then on top of the felt we put battens, which is basically timber which has been fixed to the original structure, and on top of these battens will be placed the tiles. So if we have a look at the end section here where it joins the neighbour's property, you can see that some tiles have already been fixed on here. So you can see the tile, the end of the tile is nailed to the batten, and then the overlapping, so that when the water cascades down from the top, that it will run and won't be able to get back into the house, because you've got quite a significant overlap. If I zoom in, you can see the overlap on the tile, so when the water runs down, it will run all the way down with gravity and not be moving back towards the property. So we'll have a little look in a bit more detail at the felt. So if we go round to where the felt, have a look in a bit closer, you can see the overlapping has also been done on the felt. So where the felt, this piece of felt here, where it comes down, there's a significant overlap here, so that when the water comes it will run down, but that's only if it penetrates through the tiles, which it shouldn't. The other addition that we've done today is we've actually fitted the Velux windows. The initial fitting has been done, so this structure has been fitted into the gaps that were previously in. So you can see that comes as a single piece, so it's already glazed, that's already in, and then the flashing kit will be added before the tiles go on, so that the flashing will be some the lead that goes around the window to make sure that nothing can penetrate in. So that's all been done on the front. So this section here is waiting for these tiles that are piled up here and some more that are downstairs to be fitted. And on the side walls, this section has now been completed. So this, you can see on the cross section where the window is, you can see the battens that are the same as these battens on the front. So the battens are a bit closer together on the side structure because the tiles are smaller. So you can see these tiles are significantly smaller than the tiles we just had a look at around the front, and these are vertical wall hung. So this section here, you can see quite a nice intricate pattern of overlapping, spreading out until the point where they're able to do them vertically in a more uniform structure towards the bottom. So this section here has all been fitted along the edge of the eaves for the front, and then we've got a small eave here, and then coming down, and then it joins onto the dormer structure across the back of the property. So you can see across the top we still haven't started yet. We put some felt in where the ridge is, so there'll be a small triangular drop down with one tile down to the dormer roof, and this is going to be GRP later. So all of this section around the back now has all been completed. You can see down the side here the lead flashing has been put in, so where the tile meets the original part of the roof structure, triangular section, there's a nice piece of lead in there, which is again going to stop the water from penetrating into the property. If we look at this section here in a bit closer detail, so this is a single piece of lead that has been formed into shape, so it's formed into a nice 90-degree angle. So, and then the tiles overlap on top of that, so you can see here the tile is in front of the lead. So the first point of protection is the tile, and underneath it you've got the lead, which is going to take away the water and encourage it to go down to the bottom, where we will have a gutter down the bottom. So this lead flashing will all be finished off before we complete the build. So we can have a look around the side and then across the back. This section here is where we've got the vent pipe It's coming out, so you can see through into there, and this will be where the air vent is for the bathroom inside, so that'll be the extractor fan. And then this is the corner section here. These are corner tiles. See they come pre-formed in a shape, and we've got them alternating, one with the large section here and then the next one with the large section here and the smaller section. So again, to prevent any water being able to get through into the property. And then across the back, let's have a look. So we've got more batten work and the felt. So this is the felt before it's cut to shape for the window. More batten work, and then the tiles have been done all across the bottom section. And we'll just have a look round the corner. So this is the far corner where we join the neighbour's property. So all the vertical tiles have been hung. You can see the lead work again has been done around the bottom of the chimney, and you can see it down the side here. This needs to be completed yet, but that's where we've got to today. And we'll go inside and have a look at what's happening on the first fix, electrics and plumbing. Now at the end of day 6, we'll just have a quick look at the first fix, plumbing and electrics. So where we've got the bathroom here, we have fitted what will be the soil pipe for the toilet. The toilet will be in this back corner, so that's been fed through the wall and strapped in. We've also, in this area, this is where we brought up the cables originally. So the cables are here that have come up from the consumer unit, the fuse board, and also the feed for the water for both the plumbing and the heating up here. So this is the source where we brought everything up in this corner next to the stairs. So now we've done first fix, we'll just follow it round. You can see that the cables here have been fed what will be behind the wall in the stairs, and then into this area, this is in terms of the design, we've got a small alcove here which would be next to in reduced head height. We thought this would be perfect for a study. You can fit a desk in here or a dressing table. So this will be a sort of 2 meter by 2 meter alcove space. So in here we have planned for a plug socket for the desk. So this is the cable has been fed up and a socket will be fitted onto the wall there. Then if we pan across, we've got a cupboard door, and then next to that we've fitted another plug socket, and then pan further across, a final plug socket. And the idea here in terms of the planning is that the bed head could be situated underneath the 2 Velux windows, and there'll be a power socket either side. So it's important to plan your power sockets when you're stud working everything out. Moving across, there's also a possibility you may want to put the bed across this wall. So we have fitted we'll be fitting a power socket here and here, where you see the vertical grey cables. So again, be either side of the headboard. And then looking around onto the back wall, this is quite a big space, about 5 meters across. So we put a socket here where the grey cable is, and also over in this corner. So you've got flexibility. Again, you could put a desk or dressing table or some other piece of furniture here. Then in terms of the plumbing, the radiator is going to be situated under the window, so you can see the 2 white pipes which have been fed up, and these go across into the bathroom area, which is going to be the source of all the water. There's also going to be a radiator here on this wall opposite the toilet, so that's been the pipework for that has been put in as well. So finally on day 6, now that we've got all the insulation in place, so the first fix has been done, so all the insulation has been laid, and this is the rock wool insulation, this sort of loose, soft material which can be rolled out. So that's been fitted in between all of the floor joists all the way across, and now that that's been done and all the cabling's been done, all the flooring is now in place. So you can see that the chipboard floor has been put down. We will be putting an oak floor on top of this. This is now all fixed in and starting to look like a room. You can see the size of the room is starting to take shape. It's really quite a big space now. It's starting to feel quite generous in terms of size.